Live on YouTube. Should I say that? What's your name? Alright, get ready to start here. I have Archer Moon here, and he just had something to say to the audience. He wants to let everyone know that Kai Moon is the best hockey player in the world. I don't know if his older brother's going to do that, but that's what he said. It's on there. Getting to start here. I only have one viewer, so we'll see if it's all good. Someone else getting on, making sure it starts. We've got Moon, Shapansky, and Thomas starting out on the ice. And we'll get things going. Moving back. Actually, that's Culpa there, not Thomas on the far side. Waldo and Vela on defense. Moon taking it down. Fraser Valley in white. We've got Littleton, the Hawks in black, and this is the black team. It's their, I think, top team they have in this tournament. And they get a quick one here as they're bringing it down. We're going to have a chance for Roan to show his stuff. And right off the bat, the Hawks are going to put one in the back of the net. That was a little defensive miss there on the blue line, as the Hawks really had the opportunity right from the blue line back. So we got to watch those plays. Coming out of the ice, we've got Thomas, Madsen, DeGarmo. Purdy and Daily Gould on defense. Puck goes back to DeGarmo. Or sorry, to Purdy. And the Hawks able to bring it down. They're going to dump it to the corner. Daily Gould chasing this one into the corner. Hawks send it to the middle. They get there. Goes to Thomas. Thomas skating it down. Popping it forward. No one there. But DeGarmo chasing. Goes behind the net. Daily Gould's going to be on it. He's going to send it towards the goal. That one's covered up quickly. Then we'll have a face-off down on the Hawks side of the ice. Score 0-1. Hawks score quickly off of a little bit of a blunder there on the blue line. Roan in goal for this game. Puck goes back to Purdy. Purdy skating it back, slowing it down. Madsen sending it on. Thomas coming in behind the net. He's going to fight for it there. It's going to go to DeGarmo. DeGarmo brings it behind the net. Looking for a pass into the middle. Madsen's going to be in there. DeGarmo again skating it around, back and forth. Moving towards the front. And that one's going to come out, and Purdy on it. Daily Gould sending it the other direction. Thomas chasing on hard. Into the boards. Thomas gets there, comes off the stick. Hawks grab it. Goes back to Fraser. Hawks trying to get it out. Daily Gould keeps it into the corner. Purdy. That's actually Madsen fighting for it. Thomas behind the net. Hawks get control. They're going to whip this one down. Purdy's going to be skating it out, and it's a little race to see who gets there. Purdy's going to get there first to whip it around the corner, looking for Moon on the near side. Moon skating on. Thomas kicks that one forward. Goes into the zone. Thomas knocks it around. He's going to bring it to the wall, backhanding it, looking for something in the middle. Hawks end up getting it. And they're going to send it out. Vela on defense. Waldo also back there. Vela to Waldo. Waldo bringing it in. He's going to dump it towards the goalie. Goalie easily grabs that one. And we'll reset. We've got Bellis coming on the ice. McNeil. Moon up front. Vela and Waldo on defense. 11:45 left to play, first period. Littleton Hawks against Fraser Isle Eagles. Puck chipped high by Waldo. Moon in the corner. He's going to send it back up to Waldo. Waldo's going to dump it back into the corner. Moon there. McNeil fighting for it. And Hawks going to bring it forward. Goes back to Vela. Vela taking his time. He's got a Hawk player on him. Vela pinching him out. Oh, and he just got tripped into the boards. Thankfully, he's okay, as his head kind of got bent sideways against the boards there. And looks like he's fine, but that was a little bit scary. Kolpa, Shapansky coming in. Looks like it'll be Thomas, Kolpa, and Shapansky up front. Daily Gould and Purdy, slap shot towards the goal. Roan knocks it wide. Daily Gould sends it around. Hawks send it towards the middle, deflected high by Purdy. Purdy shooting it up, trying to get Kolpa. Comes outside. Purdy looking across for Shapansky. Goes down. Skaters coming on. Kolpa trying to catch it around the far side. Shapansky putting on the pressure. Hawks skating it around. Thomas putting pressure on this side. Goes back to Daily Gould. Daily Gould flips it up to Thomas. Thomas backhands it. Ends up going back to the Hawks in the center neutral zone. Back behind the net. Daily Gould there. Puck goes into the corner. Sent around the outside. Purdy's going to be there. Looking to send it up to Kolpa. Thomas fighting for it. Goes into the corner. Thomas there. Player coming on. Sent up. And across. Kolpa, good little touch forward. He's going to grab it and bring it through. It's going to go into the Hawks side of the ice. Hawks whipping it back. Slap shot by Kolpa. Sending it down to the corner. Thomas putting the pressure on. Kolpa. Hawks moving back. Goes back to Waldo. Waldo comes off his stick. Hawks able to get there. Moving it through. Oh, chance for the Hawks there. Thankfully, they missed the pass, and that's going to be an offsides call. This is definitely the hardest game we've played so far this tournament. And I think like the boys getting a little rough awakening at the beginning here, and they're going to have to pull things together and start playing. Not like they're playing against a team they can beat 10-2. Puck goes back. Madsen flicking it down. Goes into the Hawk zone. Moon coming on. Moon putting the pressure. DeGarmo there. Vela grabs it. Vela brings it to the middle, back and forth. He's got a chance here, and he sends it up in the upper corner. Great job by Vela as he grabbed that one, brought it across, and sunk it. Top corner of the net. That's going to make the score 1-0. Or sorry, 1-1. They've got the score wrong on the board up there. But that's going to be 1-1. Fraser Valley Eagles won. The Littleton Hawks won. 4:22 left to go in this first period. Moon, DeGarmo, Madsen, face-off. Puck goes forward. Moon sending it to Madsen. Madsen bringing it into the zone. Madsen skating down the corner, into the boards. Goes across, tries to whip it across to Moon. Moon's got it behind the net. Moon, he's got time, looking for the pass, cuts it back. Moon sends it towards the goal. The goalie doesn't know where it went, just ducked behind. Moon's got it again. Looking to the corner. He's going to backhand it, going to DeGarmo. DeGarmo, little time. He's going to send it to Vela. Vela takes it down to the boards. DeGarmo takes his spot. Vela back and forth. Turns around, and he gets one right through the 5-hole. Vela with his second point on the board so far. Great job as DeGarmo dished it off to Vela and then took Vela's spot on defense. Vela came across and a really nice spinning shot. Power underneath the goalie there. 2-1 the score. Thomas, McNeil, Bellis up front. Puck goes out to McNeil. McNeil skating down, trying to keep this one in. Goes to Bellis. Bellis backhanding. Goes to McNeil. McNeil brings it across into the Eagles zone. The Hawks end up taking it out. Hawks bringing it down. Thomas getting a stick on there. It gets out. Neutral zone. Hawks bringing it back, trying to shoot it back down to the Eagles. Purdy putting a hit on a player. This one's going to go down. Daly Gould on defense sends it around, looking for Bellis. Bellis has it against the board, sends it up to Thomas. Thomas can't get it out of the zone. Daly Gould slapping at it, goes up. Thomas has got it. Thomas has got some space. He can get past a couple players, gets past a couple there, and gets knocked off to the side. Here we go, setting up on the other side. Daly Gould keeps it in the zone. He's got it there. Bellis covering up for him. Towards the goalie. It's moving around. Thomas pushing it. It goes behind the net. We send it back to the middle. We got Bellis. Backhand. Couldn't quite get the power on it to go the right direction. Hawks coming the other direction. We've got a 3-on-2. Good back check by Gould. Puck goes wide. Hawks have a chance here in the middle. Good job by Roan. Deflection. And Roan able to cover it up after that second shot by the Hawks towards it. Good heads-up play there for Balin. All right, new line out. Moon, Kolpa, Shapansky up front. Waldo, Vela in the back. Moon at the face-off. He knocks it forward. Goes to the Hawks player. Vela's going to have this one into the corner. He dinks it around. Goes to Waldo. Waldo sends it up to, looks like, shot towards the goal. Good save by Roan. Kolpa putting some pressure on. It's going back. That was Shapansky on the far side. Couldn't see his full number. Not used to him being up front. He's doing a great job there. Vela takes it down the edge. Somebody will come out, cover up for him as Vela comes onto the offense. Looks like Waldo and Kolpa on defense while Vela's up front. Vela coming back. Fraser knocking it in. Hawks turn it back the other direction. Hawks bringing it down. Shapansky, good job playing defense there. Waldo. He's here. Waldo sending it in. Vela on him hard. Kolpa. Put some pressure. Moon's got it. Moon brings it into the boards. Hawks able to get there, but Vela slaps it, or Kolpa slaps it back. Comes out of the zone. Shapansky brings it into the Hawk zone, looking to get it into the corner. Goes to Moon, back to Shapansky. Shapansky going to Moon. Moon behind the net. Purdy in front. He's got Kolpa up top. Daily Gould coming on now. Moon still with the puck. It's going to go to Kolpa. Kolpa back to Moon. Moon in the corner fighting for it. He gets it out of there. He's got some time. Sends it to Kolpa. Kolpa shoots high. Glove down by the Littleton player. 5:55 left to go in the first period. 2-1 the score. Daily Gould shoots towards the goal in the back of the net. That was very similar to the goal that Gunner got last game. Just taking that chance from way wide, and really nice shot there. Snuck through. Good shield from the players. Goalie didn't seem to move at all. I didn't see it coming in. 3-1 the score. Thomas with the face-off. DeGarmo Madsen up front with him. Puck goes back to Gould. Gould bringing it forward. He's going to dump it in. Thomas chasing on behind the net. Thomas gets a stick on it. Goes back. Hawks trying to get it out. They cut back. Thomas on him. DeGarmo on him. Or actually Daily Gould on him. DeGarmo's covered up for Gould in defense. And good job by Purdy defensively getting that one. Madsen bringing it down. Trying to send it forward. Hawks grab it. Thomas pressuring as it comes around. DeGarmo. He's on in the corner. He's got some space, some time. Moves it back and forth. Goes back to Gould. Gould loops it around. Bounces it off the wall. Looking to dump it in. It's going to come back out. Madsen. He's got it. Pops it into the boards. Pressure coming on. Daily Gould sends it back in. Gould trying to get it to the middle. And Hawks are going to move this one out, but Purdy's there easily to grab it as he brings it down. Purdy dumping it. Goes around the corner to DeGarmo. Hawks grab it. Hawks bringing it out, but Vella's there. Vella pushing it through. He's got Thomas in the middle if he wants him. Goes across. DeGarmo swatting at it. Vella, again, getting a stick on it. That guy's on fire, and he gets one in the back of the net. That's a hat trick already for Vella, all in the same period. The score is 4-1. Vella with the hat trick. 4:25 left to go in the first period. All right, here we go. Thomas, Madsen, DeGarmo up front, Vella Waldo on defense. Puck goes back. Madsen, Thomas, pushing up to DeGarmo. DeGarmo skating it forward. He's got Madsen if he wants him. Offside's called. Sorry, lost track with the camera. We'll have a face-off again near the blue line. Thomas with the drop. Puck goes back to Vella. Vella up to DeGarmo. DeGarmo skates it across the line. Hawks get it. Send it out. Fraser able to grab it. Madsen dumps it in. Fraser chasing after. DeGarmo putting on the pressure. Comes outside to Vella. Vella loops it back into DeGarmo. Thomas can't quite get there. Got bounced wide. Vella grabs it. Fraser resetting. DeGarmo skating it down, middle of the ice, goes to Madsen. Madsen sends it across just off the top crossbar. Thomas has it there. Thomas to Vella. Vella back to Thomas. Comes into the corner. Thomas trying to knock it on. Gets hung up. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo in the middle. This one's going to come out. Hawks putting some pressure on. Vella's able to get there. Vella back to Waldo. Waldo pushing it down the boards. Ends up getting hung up. DeGarmo on it. DeGarmo skates it forward, cuts back and forth. He's got some into the middle. We're going to have an offsides call. And we'll bring a few players on the ice for a line change. Purdy, Daily Gould on defense, Moon, McNeil, and Bellis up front. Goes back to Purdy. Purdy skating it backwards. Hawks player coming on hard.
It's backhanded to McNeil. McNeil, again to Moon, but comes out of the zone. Hawks setting up. Good pressure there by Purdy. An offsides call. We'll have a face-off near Fraser's blue line.
3 minutes left to go. 4-1 the score. Fraser on top. Moon with the face-off. McNeil, Bellis helping him up front. Moon pushing it through. Bellis helping. He's got McNeil all by himself on the far side, but he gets to get out of the group of Hawks players in order to get some space. Goes to Gould. Daly Gould knocking it down. This one's going to flip around. McNeil's going to get it there on our near side. McNeil sends it back in. Goes to Moon. Moon comes behind the net. He's working it. McNeil puts a good hit on the player. Purdy can't quite get there. Bell is skating hard.
And Daly Gould, good cover-up for these Fraser
offensive players, covering up when the puck goes into the defense. Face off.
Moon, McNeil,
Bellis.
puck goes out.
Daly Gould sends it up to Moon. Moon taking it into the boards. Brings it long and wide. He's got some space to the middle. He's got McNeil if he can use him. He cuts it around. And this one's going to get away from him, but he ends up getting it again. Looking for someone to pass to. Backhand to McNeil. Beautiful pass. Purdy's got it. Purdy's going to dish it around to Moon. Moon, again, behind the net. Controlling that space consistently. Tons of time, and he's just going to take a couple shots at the goal there. Deflected wide by the goalie. Goes to Purdy. Purdy into the corner. He's got McNeil there. McNeil trying to send it back. Purdy's got it. Moon taking a spot up top on defense. McNeil behind the net. Trying to get it out. Goes to Purdy. Purdy back to McNeil. Hawks skating it around. They need to get it out of their zone, but they can't. McNeil's still on it. And Bellis coming on now. This one's sent. Great kick there by Daly Gould. Bellis back and forth. Hawks grab it. Bellis put the pressure on. Moon, good jab. And this one will come out of the zone. And looks like Hawks making a move. We've got Daly Gould putting the pressure on. And a great save there by Roan. Roan hadn't had much action in the last few minutes. So good. He's still hot and aware. Nice glove save there. And good job by Daly Gould pushing him out wide. Thomas, Madsen, Kolpa up front. Thomas with the face-off. Puck goes back to the Hawks. Hawks looking to set it up. Good deflection by Thomas. Thomas skating down. He's going to get that deflection, bringing it to the front. Looking to send it in. Deflection wide. Oh, good job there. Great try by, I think it was Shapansky on that deflection. Goalie able to cover it up. Thomas the face-off. 51 seconds left. Puck goes down into the corner. Thomas chasing on. Madsen putting the pressure. Puck comes out of the zone. Kolpa knocks it forward. Offsides call. 41 seconds left. Face off near the Hawks blue line. Again, Thomas, Shapansky, and Madsen up front. Kolpa on defense. Thomas skates it forward. Gets past a couple players. Back and forth. Gets moves. Here he goes. Oh, beautiful trying for the high backhand. Great job by Thomas getting through there. Kolpa keeps it against the boards. This one's going to go back to Madsen. Madsen bringing it outside. Thomas covering up. Madsen bringing it into the corner. Hawks able to grab it. Coming out of the zone. Hawks making a move in the other direction. Good job. Kolpa gets a stick on it. Thomas grabs it. Slows it down. Dumps it in. 13 seconds left to play. First period. Hawks moving it around. Shapansky with the pressure. Thomas grabs it. Thomas skating it forward. Hawks grab it. 2 seconds left. This is going to be the buzzer right here. And that's it. 4-1 the score into the first period. Hawks struck fast with the first goal right off the bat. And then Fraser dominating since then. But nice to have in the game where we're having a little more pressure into the from the opponent. And boys are stepping up. getting started up again. And looks like we're gonna be putting Vela up front, which he hasn't played up front all weekend. Moon, Vela, Waldo, no, DeGarmo up front.
Moon, knocking it forward. He's gonna bring it down. He's got a couple players in the front, takes a shot towards the goal, deflected wide. Daly Gould, defense back there, ready to help, goes to Gould. Gould, knocking it forward. DeGarmo's on it. DeGarmo sends it into the corner. Moon's there, goes back to DeGarmo. Great pass. Oh, off of a Hawks skate, or else it would have gone to Vela. Purdy and Daly Gould moving back. Hawks dump it in. Daly Gould chasing this one to the far corner. Beats the Hawks player, goes to Vela. Vela trying to get it out. They're fighting against the boards. Daly Gould helps there. Gets to Kai. Kai, he's got DeGarmo, goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo has Vela. Vela taking it forward, goes back to DeGarmo. DeGarmo shot towards the goal in the back of the net. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the lens there, the camera. But that was amazing passing as they went back and forth. I believe it was Moon to DeGarmo, DeGarmo to Vela, Vela back to DeGarmo, and then DeGarmo with that great sink in the net. 5-1 the score. 13 minutes left to play. Thomas with the face-off. Thomas, Bellis, McNeil. Puck goes back. Purdy and Daly Gould on defense. Purdy skates this one back. Sends it up to Bellis. Bellis pushing forward. Thomas gets past him. McNeil. Thomas up to McNeil. McNeil skating it across. He's going to get to Bellis. Bellis sends it across. Nobody there. Thomas putting the pressure on. Good deflection there by Purdy. McNeil sends it into Thomas. Oh, almost gets one between his legs. Daly Gould dumps it back in. Thomas is going to chase it into the corner. Thomas has it there, looking for the pass. He's got Bellis. Bellis can't quite get the contact there. Great pass. Comes back out. Thomas fighting for it. Thomas pushing against the boards. Bellis grabs it. This one's going to come out unless we can keep it there. Thomas putting the pressure. They're fighting. Getting it going. McNeil. Hawks dump it in. Purdy on the far side. Puck goes up. Hawks grab it. Shot towards the goal. Good save by Roan, who covers it up. And I can tell Fraser players getting tired of that one. That was a pretty feisty, hard-fought shift. That extra energy spent on fighting against the boards takes it out of you. So, we've got Moon, Madsen, Kolpa up top. Looks like on defense, Waldo and Shapansky. Actually, Kolpa playing defense. Shapansky pushing in. He's the forward on the near side. Sent high over the goal. Hawks going after it again. Kolpa, he gets there, going up to Shapansky. Shapansky trying to get it forward. Kolpa gets it there. Nope, it's coming back out. Moon's gotten it, taking his time. Moon skating behind the net. Looking for the pass. He brings it up the middle. Moon gets tripped. Kolpa taking it. Slap shot into the glove. Deflected down. Moon, Madsen, Shapansky, Waldo and Kolpa on defense. Puck goes back to Waldo. Waldo dumping it in. Grabbed by the goalie. We'll have another face-off. "11 minutes to go. The second period. 5-1 the score. Moon with the face-off. Madsen on the far side wing. Shapansky on the near side. Puck's going to come behind the goal. Shapansky putting the pressure on. Kolpa on the point on defense. He's going to push it forward, and this one's going to come out of the zone. Madsen keeps it in the area. Kai pushing at it. Kolpa bringing it around. Looking for someone to pass to. He goes behind the net. He's got a couple players now. Sends it across. Great job, but deflected wide by the goalie. And the Hawks moving back. They've got a good pass. And they go. Here we're going to have that Roan taking a chance here. And great save by Roan. Kolpa on it. Kolpa sending it forward. Fraser pushing the other direction. Kai Moon bringing it in the middle. Gets past a couple players. He looks. He's got some space, looking for the pass. Brings it behind the net. Taking his time. I like to see that control. Here he goes, taking his time, looking for the pass. Goes up to McNeil. Or no, it's Purdy. Purdy to Kai. Kai tries a tight angled shot. Goes outside wide again. Purdy's going to be there. Kolpa covering up on defense. Maybe on defense now. They've switched the players a lot around this weekend. Shapansky in the boards on the corner. Hawks trying to bring it out. Goes to the middle of the ice. They're able to get it, but Kolpa grabs it. Kolpa back and forth. Shot towards the goal. Deflected wide. McNeil coming on. Purdy can't quite get there. No, he does. After missing the first one, he fights for it. Gets back. Hawks get out of the zone, but they're covered up by Fraser players. Hawks bring it into the corner. Madsen there. Madsen whips it back, looking for Shapansky. Shapansky's got it against the boards. Sends it back there to Purdy. Purdy looping it around the other direction, looking for McNeil. Goes into the corner. Hawks set it up. Shot towards the goal. Good save by Roan. Goes outside. Kolpa grabs this one. Trying to push forward. Can't get there, but DeGarmo does. DeGarmo skating. No, it's McNeil skating it down. Hawks grab it out. They've got a little fast break here. Purdy keeping the speed on, pushing him out and getting the puck away. Comes up to McNeil. McNeil dumps it forward. Hawks trying to control it. DeGarmo comes on the ice. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo moving it forward. Brings it back and forth. He's going to go behind the net. No, he's going to cut back. McNeil touches it. Puck's in front. DeGarmo. Man. Puck into the corner there. Daly Gould slapping at it. It's going to go to McNeil. McNeil bringing it behind the net. He goes around. Slap shot by Waldo. Deflected wide. DeGarmo on it. Goes to Daly Gould. Gould sends it into the middle. They try to whip it back. That one's going to be a offsides, and we did just notice, it looks like that Johnny Vella, is off to the side. Looks like he's got his dad, maybe an assistant helping, medical assistant, and they're going to be checking on him, and I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see an injury take place, but he's definitely not in the box, on the bench. He's getting help. Hawks move back. Let's hope that Johnny Vella is going to be fine, because he's a key part of this team. Hawks moving it around behind the net. Good pressure there. We're going to have a penalty. Sent to the box. Not sure if it was a knee call. Thomas coming on. We're going to have a power play for the Hawks. DeGarmo, Thomas, Daly Gould, Purdy playing the kill. DeGarmo with the face-off. Puck goes down. DeGarmo grabs it. Hawks send it in. Roan covering it up. Deflects it out. Roan covering it. Goes wide. DeGarmo chasing it down. He's got Thomas and he can get it out of the zone. This one gets tucked back. Fraser backing up, covering up off of Thomas's skate. Goes back to Purdy. Purdy sending it out. Hawks shooting at it. Thomas swatting. Deflected wide. Goes outside. This one's going to come out of the zone. Thomas putting the pressure on. Comes out back, and we have an offsides call. So this one will be a face-off. And looks like they want to bring it all the way down to the other side of the ice. Not exactly sure why. Vela still off in the corner. Getting checked out by the coaching staff, and looks like someone else. Thomas, DeGarmo. Thomas swats at it. Goes to the Hawks. Hawks trying to get it past Daly Gould. They do. Purdy's back there. Icing call. 7:09 left to go in this first period. 5-1 the score. DeGarmo with the face-off. Thomas on the goal side. Puck goes out. Hawks trying to control it, get it out of the zone. Thomas gets a stick on it. Daly Gould shoots towards the goal, gloved by the goalie. We'll have another face-off. 1:14 left to go with the penalty kill. Kolpa in the box. Same line, Stanton's on the ice. DeGarmo with the face-off. Puck goes back to Thomas. Thomas shoots towards the goal. Goalie covers it up. Another face-off. That was a great one-timer. Good pass there by DeGarmo. DeGarmo. Face-off. Takes it himself. Back and forth. Puck comes out. Hawks trying to set up here. They get back to Purdy. Purdy taking his time. He's going to backhand it, looking for Daly Gould. Hawks end up grabbing it. Thomas knocks it out. Daly Gould snapping it around, comes off of his stick. Hops go for it. Hawks bringing it up top. Good job by DeGarmo getting a stick on there. This one goes towards the middle. Hawks can't make the connection. Daly Gould fighting into the corner, goes in front of the goal. Purdy grabs it. Purdy whipping it around, looking for Thomas. Thomas skating on. Hawks get there. Thomas puts pressure. Goes back to Purdy. Purdy bringing it forward. Purdy with some speed. He's got Purdy and Thomas. They're both up there. Hawks knock it out of the way. They're going to go back the other direction. Daly Gould trying to get there before they can, and he does. Purdy quickly getting back. Puck goes. Thomas putting some extra pressure on. Hawks go back. 14 seconds left to go in the power play kill. And we'll get a line change. These boys have been fighting hard for this power play. Moon coming on, Madsen coming on. And we'll get a defensive change as well. Oh, looks like Thomas is staying on the ice. So Thomas is going to come back on defense. There with Waldo. Puck goes back. Goes back to Madsen. Madsen dumping it in. 9 seconds left to go on the kill. Good job by Kai, getting a stick on it, goes back to Thomas. Thomas flicking it forward. Goes all the way back, no icing call here. Full strength now. Thomas getting in, pushing it forward. Can't quite get it. Moon pushing up to Thomas. Thomas to the middle, great pass to Madsen. Madsen can't quite get it. Purdy on it, comes back. Waldo dumping it into Shapansky. Actually, Shapansky, not Purdy. Shapansky taking it into the middle. Goes across. He's going to have Waldo on the far side on the point. Waldo slapping it. Goes behind the net. Oh, Shapansky. Almost in the back. Thomas. Oh, the shot deflected wide. Waldo again. Slapshots it towards the middle. It's bouncing around in front of the net. Moon on it. This one's going to come out. We lost our defensive player. And so... chance here, good deflection up by Waldo, or by Roan. And I'm not sure if we actually know who the defensive player is back there. It was Thomas for a moment. Puck going. Fraser pushing it forward. Madsen bringing it in. Hawks bring it back. Waldo defensively, nice hack at it. Moon on the ice, Madsen on the ice, Shapansky on the ice. On defense, Waldo and Purdy. Hawks moving it around. Moon putting on the pressure. Hawks moving it around, trying to get something going here. Shapansky, great hit there. Madsen goes back. Shapansky keeps it going. Goes back to Moon. Hawks making a move. Hawks are going to have a shot. Oh, and that one gets past Roan. Off the sidebar and into the back. That'll make the score 5-2. 4:03 left to play. Second period. 5-2 to score. Fraser on top. DeGarmo with the faceoff. Bellis. McNeil up there with him. Puck goes back. Good job to Purdy. Purdy up to Bellis. Bounces wide, goes to a Hawk player. Daly Gould fighting for it, goes looking for DeGarmo. McNeil, DeGarmo skating it forward. Offsides call, we'll bring that one back.
face-off near the Hawks
Blue line. DeGarmo taking the face-off. Bellis and McNeil up there with him. Puck goes back to Bellis, or to McNeil.
Bellis gets it. Hawks making a move. Purdy, good job, good defense for Purdy. Pushes out of the zone. DeGarmo trying to get this one down, takes his time, slows it down. Goes back, Daily Gould
dumping it in. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo brings it across into the Hawks side of the ice. He's got McNeil. He's got Bellis in there. We've got a power play, looks like, coming up for Fraser, as a penalty was called on one of the Hawks players. Line change, power play, line coming on. Looks like Moon, Thomas, DeGarmo on the ice, Purdy, Daily Gould on defense. Still no sign of Vela. Moon at the face-off. Thomas on the near side, Thomas on the far side, DeGarmo on the near side. Puck goes to Thomas, Thomas slaps at it, goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo taking his time, moves it around, looking at who to pass it to, sends it up to Daily Gould. Daily Gould sends it towards the goal. Oh, good try by Thomas for the deflection, able to be covered up by the goalie. We'll set up again. Good opportunities for these boys to practice this strong side offense. Moon sends it to DeGarmo. DeGarmo back down to Moon. Moon in the corner. Taking his time. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo back to Moon. Gets hung up against the boards. Moon brings it out. He's going to have some space. Shoots it in the back of the net. Great shot by Moon. Keeps it right close to that upright post. And sneaks that one in. 6-2 the score. That'll clear the penalty. Nice to get a power play goal there. 2:55 left to go in the second period. Moon with the face-off. Thomas, DeGarmo on the ice. Puck goes back to Purdy. Purdy launches up to Thomas. Thomas, he's going to take it to the side, sends it up to DeGarmo, but misses the pass. Goes to a Hawks player. Daily Gould chasing behind. Daily Gould sending it up. Can't quite get it to Fraser. Hawks chasing it on. Up to Thomas. Oh, almost got the touch there. It's a good pass, and that's going to be an icing goal. And we'll bring it back. Moon taking the face off again. Thomas, DeGarmo up with him. Daily Gould and Purdy on defense. Puck goes forward. The Hawks player, Thomas, swatting at it. Gets it out of the Hawks' hands. Goes back to Purdy. Purdy dumps it around the corner, looking for DeGarmo. DeGarmo's got it. See where he passes it up to, going for Moon. Moon hits his skate. Can't get it out of the zone. Hawks take a shot. Deflected by Purdy. Puck into the corner. Goes wide. Thomas with pressure. Thomas gets it out. Thomas skating down. He's got a race against a player. Hawks end up getting there first. Bringing it back the other direction. Purdy. Purdy bringing it behind the goal. Sending it up there to DeGarmo. DeGarmo sending it back to Thomas. Thomas, 2-on-1. Let's see what he can do. Moving it back and forth. Oh, tries to make a move. Can't quite get it out. Purdy chasing this one down. Whips it back. Goes back into the zone, offsides call. Line change. Shapansky taking the face-off. Madsen and McNeil joining him up front. Kulpa, Waldo on defense. Alright, so they're not liking what I'm seeing. They're actually bringing the backboard over there. And I haven't seen Vela move much. He's just sitting there, and it seems like they just want to be extra careful. And looks like they're gonna be helping Vela out. Looks like the EMS crew, and I can tell the guys on the ice pretty worried. They're gonna go ahead and keep playing.
Just take a moment. Obviously shaking up the team quite a bit. See that. Madsen putting pressure on. Shapansky into the corner. He's got Kolpa with him. Hawks trying to take it out. Shapansky up to Madsen. Madsen bringing it to the front. Looking for something to go there. Goes wide. Hawks skating it outside. Good job by Waldo. Keeps it in the zone. Puck goes down, Kolpa's there, a couple Hawks players, but Kolpa launching it out, ends up going behind the net. Waldo skating into the boards, trying to get it out. McNeil goes back to the Hawks, Hawks to the middle, Hawks have a chance. Good job by Kolpa, getting some defensive deflection in there. Again, good job by Roan, Roan covers up. Great plan by Roan, great plan by the defense. As they're shaking off what they're seeing over there. And we'll have, looks like, Bella's taking the face-off. Puck goes wide. This one's going to come out of the zone. Fraser coming on hard. Hawks trying to make something of it. Hawks, Madsen grabbing it. Goes up to McNeil. McNeil knocked off the puck. Madsen on it. They're going to bring this one around. Shapansky coming on hard. Great job by Shapansky. Waldo keeping it in the zone there. This one's going to come out. Kolpa chasing down. Hawks player hard behind him. Kolpa pushes it out. Hawks get it, and but can't get control. They bring it out. Madsen bringing it out back. Hawks set it up at the point. Shot towards the goal. Little deflection. Good job by Roan. As he was going the other direction, it got deflected, and he was able to just get the edge of his skate to knock that one out of the way. Madsen dumps it in behind the goal. McNeil there, backhands, and we're going to have the end of the second period. No, that's the end of the third period. Sorry, so 6-2. Nope, that was the end of the second period. They changed it real quick. So boys get together, and you know what's on their minds. 14 minutes left to go in this game. I think coach is assuring them that this is just precautionary. And they don't seem in a huge rush on the side, just checking things out. Thomas and Daily Gould on defense. DeGarmo, Moon, Bellis up front, starting off this third period. Hawks moving it forward. Hawks, Bellis, good job getting it out there. Daily Gould trying to move it. This one goes towards the back. Thomas taking it behind the net. Goes outside wide.
Daily Gould launches it around. Looking for DeGarmo. DeGarmo skating it down. He sends it up to Moon. Moon bringing it towards the middle, back and forth. DeGarmo into the corner. Thomas keeps it from going back. Hawks moving it down. Backhand. Oh, good opportunity there for the Hawks on the deflection. Thankfully, nobody able to get on it. Another shot by the Hawks wide of the goal. This one comes out, up to the point. They're going to miss it. Bella's chasing on fast. Moon also there. We're going to have a face-off down on the Hawks side of the ice. 12:51 left to go. Thomas coming off. DeGarmo. Waldo coming on defense. Moon. DeGarmo. No, sorry. It was on defense. It's going to be Daily Gould and Waldo. DeGarmo, Moon, and Bellis up front. Bellis chasing into the corner. He's able to stop it there. They try to move it out. They get it. DeGarmo taking control back there. He moves past a couple players. He's going to take it in. Back and forth. He's got a couple players to pass to if he wants. He's got Moon there. Brings it around. Sends it up to Waldo. Waldo. Launching it into the corner. Back to Moon. Moon. Flicks it back to Waldo. Waldo. Pushed against the boards. Fighting for it there. Bellis covering up for him. Both teams fighting for it against the boards. Not much happening at this point. Puck comes out. Bellis chasing on it. Hawks grab it. Daily Gould, he's there. Shot towards the goal. Easily clumped out. All right, Rome. Line change. I would say visually there's a difference in Fraser's play right now. Boys need to get the energy going. Keep moving. Covered up by Rome. We'll have another face-off. Birdie with the face-off. Thomas on defense. Kolpa up front. Puck going outside. Madsen, he's got it. He's going to whip it around. Nobody there on the far side. Hawks player gets it at the point. They try to launch it in. Purdy swatting at it. McNeil. Thomas knocking this one forward. Kolpa's going to chase it down to the corner. Kolpa gets it. Ends up going to Madsen. Madsen skating down. Hawks grab it. Going back and forth. Fraser circling around them. Nothing going there. Brought forward to Thomas. Thomas behind the net. Pushing forward against the boards. As they fight for it there, Thomas skates out with it. Behind the net. Looking for someone to pass it to. Sends it up to Madsen. Madsen skating it forward. He's got Purdy. He's got Kolpa. Goes to Kolpa. Kolpa trying to get it to Purdy. Just came off his stick. Slaps it back towards the middle. Purdy there. Back of the net. Great job. As Kolpa sent that one across. Real fast pass. But Purdy able to control it and then dink it over the top of the goalie's stick. Back of the net. 7-2 the score. 9:45 left to play. Purdy taking the face off. Puck goes down. Hawks trying to move it out. They push forward. Kolpa fighting. Shot towards goal. Rome grabs it. On the far side, Vela still sitting there. They haven't moved him onto the backboard or anything, so it looks like they're just watching him for a while. I hope that's all we have. Shot, back of the net. Littleton scores. Makes the score 7-3. DeGarmo, Shapansky up front, Daily Gould and Waldo in the back. Puck goes back to Waldo. Waldo looking for a pass, sends it up there to Shapansky. Shapansky brings it across into the Hawks side of the ice, cuts it back, trying to send it to the middle, goes to Daily Gould. Daily Gould shot towards the goal, deflected wide. Moon on it. Moon behind the net, bringing it around, cuts it back, looking for DeGarmo. Moon carrying it outside, sends it up to Waldo. Waldo back to DeGarmo. DeGarmo looking for space. Moves it around, Hawks grab it. DeGarmo fights for it again. DeGarmo gets it. DeGarmo back and forth. Oh, Bellis, almost a chance there. This one comes out. Kai able to grab it, sends it back to Waldo. Waldo taking his time. He's going to dump it high. Grabbed by the Hawks player by the hand. He drops it. And Moon taking it in. Hawks dumping it down. Goes to Waldo. Coming out. DeGarmo trying to get out of the zone. Waldo slapshotting it up to Shapansky. And this one's going to go off the boards and still in. Waldo sends it safe for the goal. Good job keeping it there. DeGarmo skating it forward. Bring it in the neutral zone. He's going to skate through. Gets past a couple players. Hawks end up stealing it. But Moon's able to get there. Moon into the corner. Behind the net. He's got Shapansky in the middle if he can use him. Goes to Daily Gould. Daily Gould slaps it forward. Weird hit off the stick. Doesn't get a lot of purchase. Puck goes down. Waldo skating hard to get there before a Hawks player. Icing is the call. 6:45 left to go. 7-3 the score. Fraser Alley Eagles on top.
Do you know what they're going to do with Donnie?
Is it not like a just see it? Maybe he got like a pinch and
Hopefully they break it.
yeah, I mean, with how he played after, it doesn't seem they'll make sure. Purdy down in the corner. Purdy behind the net. Cutting back. Moving around. Goes back to Kolpa. Kolpa backhands it. Looking for Purdy again. Madsen coming on. Looks Thomas knocking the stick on the ice. Looking for it. Comes outside. This one's going to go to McNeil. McNeil trying to get out of there. Good job there by Madsen. Sends it up to Kolpa. Kolpa sends it across to Purdy. Purdy swatting at it. Gets past his stick, but he gets there again. He's looking across. Thomas goes there. Backhands it behind the net. Someone's got to cover up for him on defense. He's rushing back to his position. Thomas at the point. Keeps it in the zone. Moves it up to Kolpa. Kolpa back and forth. He's got it outside. Tries to cut it back in. Gets past a couple players. Sends it to the middle. Nobody able to grab it. Purdy on it. Purdy looking for Madsen. Madsen up top. Madsen trying to get across to Thomas, but goes to a Hawks player. And Fraser back checking. Good job by Madsen there, but ends up going into the back of the net. I thought Madsen had the back check. And Hawks player got it there, so 7-4 the score. 5 minutes left to play. Moon to the face-off. DeGarmo, Bellis up front with him. Waldo, Daily Gould. Puck goes back to Waldo. Waldo chasing it down. Brings it outside wide. Sending it up. Looking for DeGarmo. This one's going to go past the Hawks. Back to Waldo. DeGarmo trying to get this one forward. Waldo bringing it in. DeGarmo covering up for him on defense. Good job by Bellis keeping it in the zone. Hawks get it out. Bellis swatting at it. Keeps it there. He's going to dump it in the other direction. Moon chasing on. DeGarmo on the near side. He's going to catch this one against the boards. He's got it. Brings it back and forth. Ends up going up. Daily Gould has to save that one there. Goes to Bellis. Bellis backhanding, hoping to get to DeGarmo. Bellis has it again. Bellis brings it into the zone. Bellis down the wall. Dumps it in. Moon chasing it. Moon gets there first. He's got DeGarmo in the middle. Cuts it back.
looking for the backhand pass. Goes around, cuts it back again. He's got some space. Thomas coming on. Thomas with the shot. And another one. That was awesome. Thomas came off the bench, racing full speed. And Moon saw him coming on and passed it to him. Thomas, the one-timer, deflected and then got his own deflection back of the net. Great goal. Thomas with the face-off. Shapansky, Kopa, Thomas back to Shapansky, Shapansky to Waldo, Waldo sending it up to Kopa, Kopa trying to get it into the zone. Kopa's got it, he's got some space, he's got Thomas in the middle if he can get to him. Kopa going back and forth, Hawks able to get it, Daly Gould sends it towards the goal, goes to the side, back to the net. And I think that was another one for a goal, I can't tell what happened. That was Gunner again from way out. Gunner getting those shots, 9-4 the score. So they've taken away the medical stretcher, which is good. Johnny's still there. And they're just watching him, I think. Purdy. Spinning it around. McNeil on it. Hawks hoping to get something going on there. Shot towards the goal. Wide. Thomas chasing on the near side. Backhanded in. Kopa's there. Off Kopa's skate. This one comes out of the zone. We've got a chance here for Shapansky. Shapansky moving down. Puts it back. He's got Thomas. Thomas backhand. Oh, tries to get it over the top. Back to Shapansky. Hawks moving it down. Kopa on defense. Sending it back up. Looking for McNeil. McNeil, Shapansky. McNeil knocking it over. Goes back. Hawks hoping to set something up here. They move it in. Big hit by Kopa. Kopa. Bring it the other direction. Looking for McNeil. McNeil. He sends it up to Thomas. Thomas knocks it outside wide. Thomas bringing it down. He's got McNeil in the middle if he can use him. Uses his skate to get it out of there. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo. Bringing it back. Good job. Miles calling for it. Slap shot. Great shot. Oh my goodness. Didn't make it into the goal. I think it was deflected wide. But man, that kid can hit that puck on the move. Comes outside.
Let's go, Owen!
Moon chasing down. Moon's got some space. He wants to take the shot. Brings it around the back of the net. He's got a couple players and he wants to use them. Moon just looks as cool as a cucumber. Drops it off to McNeil. McNeil sends it, trying to get to DeGarmo. Ends up getting caught by a Hawks player. And we're coming back here. Moon, Purdy chasing on. Purdy gets there first. 49 seconds left to go. Let's see the boys get another one in the back of the net here. Purdy trying to push it forward. Goes to DeGarmo. DeGarmo brings it to the middle. DeGarmo bringing it out. Goes outside to Thomas. Thomas against the wall. Back to DeGarmo. DeGarmo. He's got Moon in the middle if he can use him. DeGarmo skating around, looking for space. 30 seconds. Comes off of his stick. Daly Gould. Goes to Waldo. Waldo in the back. Needs to get it away from the Hawks player who's chasing on. 20 seconds to go. Flicked back. Goes to Moon. Moon. Moon brings it behind the net. He's going to chip it high off the boards. This one's going to chase down, and we're going to have an icing call. Nope, they call the icing off. Thomas chasing on. 2 seconds left to go. And that's going to be the end of the game. 9-4, the final score. Fraser Valley on top. We can see Vela walking his way slowly down the side of the boards. And all the boys watching him there.